For the Lord and nothing more. Time by Robin L.S. Young, 11/5/2021, Friday, 6:05 a.m. I started to write something very important, but without context, it just seems like testimony. It is going to take me days to write this, and I have obligations over the next several days. I was baptized when I was 8 years old. Everyone around me kept asking me questions like I did not know what I was doing. I've always had faith. Actually, that is not the right word. I have always known, never doubted. It was an easy decision. This life is a pure gift. The angels did not get such a gift. Choice. We are free to choose. In the end, the angels stole their choice. God let them. God has blessed me in so many ways over the years. There are these things listed in the Bible called the gifts of the Spirit. They are real. Most people are afraid of such things, but they are wrong to fear. I've been blessed with several, and at this point I've been blessed with all of them. As you know, I've struggled with having children. I'm not going to go through the explanation of every single moment. So much loss, pain, questioning of self-worth as a woman, etc. It's bad stuff, and I'm on the other side. When you get through something of this magnitude, when you look back, things finally make sense. Things that happened, the hurt, the pain, the anguish. God uses everything. I'm going to share with you the miracles, how God talks to me, how God loves me, how He shows that love. It is very personal. God talks to us in ways only we can understand, and things that have meaning to only us. It is a true relationship with someone that loves us so deeply and quite frankly beyond understanding. I waited so long and went through so much. In the end, my first 3 children were to be born on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, the 24th and the 23rd. God did that. He wanted me to know how much He loved me. I was pregnant with my 4th, and he was also due on Christmas Day. It was actually the 22nd. They were going to be lined right up. Every other attempt, so many miscarriages. So many miscarried. When I lost the 4th, it was bad. It had an evil feeling to it. Something was done to me. It felt otherworldly. I was out of embryos. I was 40 years old. It was I didn't stop. I didn't give up. Nothing stops me. Nothing. I had not realized until my spouse that someone would always stop me somehow. If what I was doing was pushing me to a life-threatening state, someone was always around. You've given everything you have. Others stopped trying long ago. It's okay to stop now. My spouse has never said that. For the first time, there was no one around me that cared or understood that. I don't stop. I don't give up. At some point, in trying to have children, I became self-aware of this magnificent trait and possibly life-ending flaw. My spouse would literally let me die right in front of him without a word. I had to make a stopping point for myself. So, 4 children, or age 40. I was out of embryos at age 40. I could push my little rule, but I knew if I did another egg retrieval, I would try them all and not leave a single one in the freezer. I kept putting it off. I thought I would wait until school started so the kids would not be home as much. The 4th of July came and went. In August, I discovered I was pregnant the old-fashioned way. It was a miracle and answers to prayers. It was also a commitment that I had made in tithing. There was a ministry that needed funds, and I told God I would tithe 1,500 of money I did not have, and I would tithe another 500 if He would bless me with one more. The conversation I had with God was not this simple. I was hurting more than I ever had, and I was low, really low. I pleaded for help and told God I needed Him more than ever. This was a conversation from the depths of my soul. It's the only way I know how to describe it. I asked for forgiveness and protection. I surrendered myself to God, as I've done so many times before. I became pregnant, and truth be told, I was already pregnant when I had this conversation with God. God's funny like that. He already knows what we need and already has a path laid out before we even see it. When you get through something very difficult and are on the other side of it, if you look back, you can see it. You can actually see an incredible thing God did in your life. It is happening right now. I look back at why it has taken so long to find you, and simply put, you were not ready. I probably had some things to figure out as well. The reason I'm not angry at my spouse is because the truth is, until recently, he has kept me safe from the world. The way he lives, and therefore my life with him, kept me hidden and safe until you and I became who we needed to be for each other. Love on God's time. When it became time for my 4th miracle son to be born, something was wrong. The doctors kept moving up the date. It was scary. They could not find out what was wrong. I went into labor at midnight and went to the hospital. The doctor on duty delivered the baby around 7 a.m. We both realized we'd not told my spouse's mom. He called his mom, and she said, "Do you know what time it is? Do you know what today is?" We were confused. She said, "It is March 16th. Still confused, she said, "He is literally John 3:16. God loves me so much that He never wants me to forget it. He wants me to know there's nothing He can't do. I am no one. There are so many people in this world that are much, much more than I. God owns time. He created all things, including time. He walks our lives with each and every one of us. They didn't tell you that in church. No one tells you that. My favorite prayer. When you realize God has everything you need, all worked out and so much more, what do you ask for? What do you actually need to say or want to say to God except thank you and I love you? I love asking God, show me something cool. That kind of prayer is amazing. It always helps me to know Him better. Forgive me, I digress. I will write more later, but I don't want to leave you here. So here is part of what I worked on the other day. Time. The earth stood still for over a week. I was breathless, so unable to speak. It was unlike anything. My stomach was filled with a coiled spring, jumping all around. My mind was gone. Each day no sleep, and up until dawn. You said, I see you. You are in love with me. I weep, tears streaming for all to see. I said, I can't function. I'm hit so hard. You smiled and said something that knocked me off my guard. I feel it too. It's beyond crippling. It is beyond real. Neither one of us knew what to do about how we feel. I know something so strong it would not end. It is beyond powerful and purposeful, about to begin. There are times when I see beyond clearly. You are and always will be the one in this life and beyond that I love dearly. It feels so pure, so clear, so powerful. I can't stop. Time seems to clear every hurdle. I said to you, time. I don't know how, but God will sort us, and it will be no crime. It's been a year now. Events around me are changing my life somehow. It feels like God gave me a glimpse of us to help me. It has been so bad. The only thing that has gotten me through each day is the promise of us, you see. Us. We too. We are even now. It blows my mind. I've never left you, never wavered, but have searched for us desperately. I love you every second for over a year and all of time. For the Lord. For the Lord and nothing more.